Greetings and salutations. This is Brian Jarris, CFP from Ville Wealth Management. Are you between 50 and 65 and wondering what the most important retirement questions are? Well, you're not alone. Today I'm going to break down the top 10 retirement questions searched on Google and what you need to know to retire confidently. I've run financial planning for two top private banks for the past 20 years. I want to share what I've learned and help you avoid costly mistakes. Now, Ville Wealth videos are meant to be educational only, so if you need customized advice tailored for your situation, please reach out to me at villewealth.com. Question number one, how much money do you really need to retire comfortably? Well, that answer is not going to be the same for everyone. But today, I'm going to help you understand how to find your number. 1/3 of Americans believe you need at least $1 million or more to retire comfortably, but yet only 2 to 3% will actually achieve that milestone. The truth is, your number is based on your unique lifestyle, your expenses, your long-term goals. Do you plan to travel? Do you plan to support family members? Purchase a second home? Pay for healthcare or big gifts? At Ville Wealth Management, we'll help you list those income items, list those goals, and we'll build out that retirement plan for you. We'll give you access to the plan through a portal where you can go in there and tweak any numbers you want, how much you want to spend, when you want to retire, reducing Social Security, anything that you want to modify, you can then get real-time results. We'll also give you access to a vault where you can store important documents like your deeds, your insurance policies, your wills and trusts. So to kind of summarize, your number is based on your unique situation. And that might be $500,000, it may be $1 million, but it's personalized to your situation. Question number two, will Social Security be there for you when you qualify for it? Well, it's true, it's all over the news that Social Security Trust Fund is running low, and it's forecasted to be depleted around 2033 to 2034. But the good news is Social Security isn't going away. Ongoing payroll taxes can fund up to 77 to 81% of benefits. And if you're in your 50s or 60s, you shouldn't expect any drastic cuts. Most reform proposals are going to be gradual in nature. Now, many financial planners, including myself, stress test retirement plans at reducing Social Security around 20 to 25% for your benefits. That way you're really prepared for any scenario. Now, there's many different Social Security claiming strategies. At Ville Wealth, we'll help you pick the right one for you because that can make a big difference in your overall lifetime income. Question number three, what if inflation rises when you're in retirement? Well, even at average inflation of 2 to 3%, that can significantly erode your purchasing power over a 20 to 30 year period. And healthcare costs typically rise faster than average inflation. So what can you do? Well, at Ville Wealth Management, we will build your retirement plan with inflation built into it. And we'll start off with that average 2 to 3%, but we'll stress test your plan at higher inflation rates. Now, you will get some benefit from Social Security and its cost of living increases, but you'll need some more defenses, such as have a diversified mix of investments. Have some items such as growth assets like stocks, treasury inflation protected securities, and real estate, which can really help you stay ahead of inflation. And make sure you're reviewing that plan annually and making changes as needed. Question number four, is it possible I could outlive my savings? Well, with people living into their 80s, 90s, and even longer, it's smart to plan for a longer retirement. At Ville Wealth Management, we use advanced planning tools where we test your plan against many possible market and spending scenarios. And we run our plans out to age 90 to 95 to create that extra margin of safety. Now, longevity can be impacted by many factors, such as your health, your family history, your lifestyle, your access to quality medical care. How well do you follow medical advice, and even the strength of your social connections? Number five, how can I best plan for potential long-term care needs? Long-term care is a significant risk that a lot of people often overlook. Approximately 70% of those over the age of 65 will need some form of long-term care within their lifetimes, and the cost can be substantial. sometimes exceeding over $100,000 a year for nursing home care alone. So, what are four main strategies that we can talk about for long-term care? Number one, you could self-insure utilizing savings or investments. Two, you could take a look at long-term care insurance. There's the traditional, and then there's the hybrid, which combines long-term care with a life insurance policy. Now, most experts agree that you should consider long-term care insurance sometime between the ages of 55 to 65. A third option is to qualify for Medicaid. Now, that requires a spend down of your assets. It also limits your options. A fourth option is to get family support. Now, the best combination for most people is sometimes a mix of these different strategies. Now, if you're looking for more detailed guidance on this topic, I've got a great blog out there called 10 Strategies for Caring for an Aging Parent. Question number 6, how will taxes impact me in retirement? Retirement tax planning is very important to those near or in retirement. Some common questions are, should I do Roth conversions to save on taxes? How do I reduce my taxes on retirement account withdrawals? And what's the meaning of this new senior tax deduction? And how do I understand the impact of required minimum distributions on my overall taxes? At Ville Wealth Management, we'll guide you and educate you through strategies to address these issues, such as withdrawal sequencing. That's what account to pull from first, second, third. Should it be your cash and savings accounts? Should it be your retirement accounts or your tax-free accounts? We'll also take a look at Roth conversions. And finally, we'll take a look at the Opportunity Valley. This is a strategy for those of you who are going to retire, your income's going to drop. We'll take a look at maybe delaying Social Security and creating that valley where you have an opportunity to fill up your lower income tax brackets and really save taxes over your lifetime. To get more information on the Opportunity Valley, we've got a great video here. Question number 7, how should I budget for healthcare expenses in retirement? Typically, healthcare expenses will rise faster than the rate of inflation, anywhere from 4 to 6% per year. The average retiree will spend around $5,000 to $7,000 per year per person on healthcare expenses, such as their premiums for Medicare Part B, D, and supplemental, their copays, deductibles, their prescription drugs, dental, vision, and hearing, not including long-term care. Some things to take advantage of if you're still working and you haven't retired and you're eligible for health savings accounts, definitely fund those while you can. If you're going to retire before the age of 65, you're going to spend a lot more than that $5,000 to $7,000 per year. You'll be most likely getting your insurance through COBRA or through the Affordable Care Act. Lastly, if you work with Ville Wealth Management, we'll help you forecast and budget for these expenses and will be part of your overall retirement plan. For more guidance on healthcare expenses, take a look at this great video here on planning for Medicare by age 62. Question number 8, what's the best age to retire? Picking the best age isn't just about reaching a certain birthday. It's really about understanding your health, your finances, your family situation, and really what you want out of life. At Ville Wealth Management, when we work with you, we're going to pick multiple retirement ages and stress test that against market drops or Social Security cuts. We want to see how does your finances hold up under those different age of retirement so you can make a confident decision. For more information, take a look at our Social Security timing video. And if you're going to retire before the age of 59 and a half, check out our Rule of 55 video. Question number 9, what if the market drops when I'm in retirement? Well, if the market drops within your first 5 years of retirement, it can really impact your overall plan. So it's important to have some sound strategies in place. For example, have about 1 to 2 years of cash for spending needs. Most bear markets last about 9.5 months, so that cash really acts like insurance. Second, don't invest short-term money. If you need the money within 7 years, I would invest it in cash or fixed income type securities. 3, make sure your asset allocation and your investment mix is aligned with your risk tolerance and your goals. 4, make sure you're rebalancing regularly. 5, make sure that you're keeping your fees and expenses low. And then finally, make sure that you're reviewing your financial plan annually and making changes as needed. For more information on market volatility, check out our market volatility video. Question number 10, do I need to update my estate plan or my beneficiary designations? Well, these aren't set it and forget it items. So if you've had major life events, financial changes, if there's been tax law changes, or it's been 3 to 4 years since your last review, I highly recommend that you take a look at it. Now, why should you update these? Well, if you don't, it can lead to your assets going to the wrong people, unnecessary taxes, or even family disputes. Now, Vil Wealth will help you review your documents. We'll take a look at your retirement accounts and your insurance policies to make sure your beneficiary designations are in line with your wishes. And then we'll also help you consult with your estate planning attorney. Check out our blog where we have 5 additional bonus questions. This is Brian Jarris from Vil Wealth Management. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you want to get a hold of me, you can reach me at vilwealth.com. Thank you and have a great week.